Wahala. Wait, why be say APC people don't let stay aggressive like this? So, but now see, now be small matter. But I just see how this APC person I won't follow interview a bege for inside video just because say he won't defend the Miluko. And as the guy they talk, you gonna say, now lie, this one you they lie there. So I don't Percy Papa, just cut with the lie. Man, not talk too much. Watch the video by yourself, As you watch them, drop your comment on how you reason this matter so I just clear it so that's it and make people see them. When I watch the video.
Let's start with Najatu Mohammed there and her allegations of mental health impairment leveled against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She says he's bordering on senility and is slowly but steadily losing his marbles. What's your reaction to that?
Charles, I have known you for a while and I can vouch for your mental capabilities because of the way you relay your issues, the way you speak, the issues you speak about. So you can actually judge, Do you actually think that Najatu is of a sane mind? I'm asking you, actually.
Well, that's not for me to judge.
Okay. And I'll tell you.
I'll tell you. Your party obviously thinks of her as being of sane mind, which is why she was in your campaign.
No, I'll tell you. Please, you give me the opportunity.
Yeah, please go
ahead. This woman came around to flaunt her pedigree, to blab about herself, that she could bring the roof down. She's the only one in the North. The North is synonymous with her. She made Buhari president. Lots and lots of things. And the best they could give her at the directorate, at the Presidential Campaign Council, was a deputy director. And she went haywire to say that she's far more deserving than to be a deputy director. She went as far as going to lobby Ashwaju in England to rewrite the position they've given to her and all of that. And interestingly, Ashwaju gives opportunities. Ashwaju gives, if you claim you are something, yes, Ashwaju will want to give you a chance to prove yourself. It's not necessarily. So she was given the position of a director and a directorate to her, And 3 months down the line, she hasn't proven to be any resourceful or useful in whatever capacity they put her. And she's not doing anything. About a month and a half ago, she was running from pillar to post to see Ashwaju. And the argument basically is, look, you've been given a directorate. Try and prove your mettle. Try and prove who you have marketed yourself to be. Let us actually, and nothing was forthcoming. All of a sudden, she says she resigns, and she kept going everywhere, saying different things, and you keep wondering if she actually ever meant well ab initio. Because I really do not understand, if you say a group of people or a political party does not suit your purpose, and you resigned, what is the meaning of all the talk?
Well, I mean, she's saying that she's concerned that your candidate is not only physically frail, but that's not so much the problem, that her concern is his mental degradation. She described him as mentally deranged, and as a result, someone who is not mentally capable of running this country.
That's how you will know that she's not all right. She's not all right. How do you see a man that's been campaigning, a man that's been... Can you get the tape of Ashwaju's discussion with business community in Lagos recently?
Yeah, but to be fair, Mr. Ajiboye, and we don't take...
To be fair to who?
Hold on. To be fair to the facts, okay. And we don't take sides, but we've seen videos of your presidential candidate asleep at the Peace Committee meeting. We've seen and heard him sounding unintelligible and incoherent at rallies. He refuses to take part in debates and town halls with other candidates. And now we've got one of his campaign directors, Najatu Mohammed, saying he's unfit to lead, that he can't hold a cup of tea, and that all of you who are crowding around him are doing so just for his money. How do you respond to that?
I am telling you, Charles, this woman doesn't know what she's talking about. There's no iota of fact in what she says. I challenge her.
Yeah, but we've seen videos of him mumbling and falling asleep in meetings.
Charles, some of the things you regard or you categorize as blunders are natural things.
Yeah, but that's what she's saying.
Doesn't
that
Obi,
his
Obi
mental...
Obi is 61 years old. Doesn't he sleep at rallies? He was sleeping at the Emir's Palace recently. Is there any human being that cannot sleep? Dino Melaye just called PDP, made mistakes on stage. Dino Melaye is not even 50 years old.
It's the consistency of those mistakes.
There's nothing like that
worries people.
If you ever follow, I think what we should do is to send you the clips of everywhere we go, and you see, unfortunately, you have not seen where Ashwaju was sounding extremely intelligently. You haven't seen that. You haven't reported that. You only care to report where you made mistakes.
No, that's not fair.
Okay, fine.
We report every single day. We cover all the main political parties equally.
I really cannot see the issues in Najatu's rantings. Look, Najatu says Ashwaju cannot hold a cup of tea. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, but let me ask you
this.
So
even when this morning, I watched it this morning, she said Ashwaju is mentally deranged. Does she know the meaning of what she just said?
Yeah.
Obviously, she doesn't have an idea of what it means.
That's probably the wrong word to have used.
He doesn't even know who is mentally deranged and who is normal. Yeah, look, this woman is disappointed because her expectations were not met, and the expectations could not have been beyond give me a lot of money to run around. Yeah, because I can't see any sense in all this outburst.
You know what they say, even if those things she's saying and things that a lot of other people have been saying are true or not, the more you say something, the more it sticks in the public consciousness.
And that's why we're always coming around to say the real things. When they lie, we come around to say the truth.
Right. But what about, let's leave that for a minute. Let's turn to the other issue that emerged in Abeokuta on Wednesday. Mr. Tinubu, in effect, accusing his own party, the APC government, although he didn't mention the APC directly, but of trying to sabotage his bid for the presidency with the fuel scarcity and the redesign of the Naira. That sounds like an own goal, doesn't it?
No. You see.
Yeah, but who is he referring to?
That's exactly the point. A man has spoken in idioms. You have taken it upon yourself, not you, Charles. A lot of our colleagues in the industry, they have taken it upon themselves to write the story as they interpreted it to mean. I am here to tell you exactly. See the Nation newspapers of today. See the press release from Bayo Ononuga. We are here to let you know exactly what.
Well, obviously, you'd be defending his position.
It's not about defending his position.
That's not a surprise.
There's no way. If Ashwaju had said Buhari is not making sense, there's no way I can defend that. If Ashwaju had said Buhari government is wrong, there's no way I could have defended it. Yeah, but he didn't say anything of sort. Right. You interpreted it to mean that. Why? In good conscience, commonsensically, why would Ashwaju denigrate the government?
Yeah, but
what reason will he have?
Let's take the issue of the redesign of the Naira. Look, that is something that President Buhari supports 100%. He just released a statement recently, again restating his 100 support, saying there's not going to be any change to the date, that the thing is being done for the benefit of this country. That's President Buhari's words, and he's the brains behind the redesign of the Naira. Why would your candidate come and say that the redesign of the Naira is aimed at, is some kind of sabotage?
Are you aware that there are errors in the process of the redesign of the Naira? Are you aware? Candidly.
Look.
Are you aware? No, you need to be able to let me know. We're conversing.
I am asking you a straightforward question.
Now, Ashwaju is not against the policy to redesign the Naira. Ashwaju is not against the redesign of the Naira. Ashwaju is probably against...
No, you're saying probably. No. Now you're giving it, you're trying to give it your own interpretation.
You are obstructing my thoughts.
Right, go ahead.
You always do so.
I don't intend to obstruct your thoughts, but I need clarity of your thoughts.
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah. I will always clarify my position before I leave. Ashwaju could not have ever referred to the design of the Naira as a sabotage to election. Never. Ashwaju could not have be referring to scarcity of petroleum as a sabotage. Ashwaju was saying, Egbe epo pamo, Egbe Naira pamo, ama dibo, ama wole, meaning you hoarded Naira, you are hoarding petrol, you are hoarding Naira. We will vote. Even if we have to try to vote, we will vote and we will be elected. He did not make any reference. He did not even say anything that could make anybody infer that he was referring to government or Buhari as a person. Now, I watched.
No, he never mentioned Buhari.
He
That's
didn't,
pretty
and
clear.
he didn't mention. Now,
but that's not the issue.
Now, let us look at this. Let us look at this trajectory. Emefiele is the governor of Central Bank. He contested the primaries. He attempted to contest the primary of APC. As a matter of fact, 1, 2. Emefiele actually went to court, asking the court to declare him fit to contest elections. Now, Emefiele has an interest.
I don't understand what that's got to do with the redesign of the Naira.
I'm building a case.
Yeah, well, build it fairly quickly, because we've got just a few minutes left.
You must give me the opportunity to build my case. Emefiele, like I said, is interested in being president of Nigeria. As a result, it is reasonable to imagine that he will not be happy with anybody else that has emerged as the presidential candidate of the party.
Right.
If that
so
imagination is correct, I'm coming. Don't infer for me. Don't infer for me. Let me complete my statement.
Okay.
That's where the danger actually lies. Trying to make up what I say.
I'm asking you a question for clarity and for time.
I'm now saying that is Emefiele not a saboteur, to be honest.
I don't understand.
Okay,
why would you suggest that he's a saboteur?
That's what I feel, and I have a right to my
but
feeling.
on what basis?
The basis is very clear. Why are there so many errors to redesign the Naira? Why are there so many mistakes? The ink today, the Naira is wrongly cut tomorrow, the delay here, delay there, everything appears very, very unprofessionally managed. Why is that?
So I don't understand the point.
So now the point I'm making is that if you come to me to say that Asiwaju spoke about redesign of the Naira, right? And you infer, like many of your colleagues have done, that he was referring to Buhari. And I'm saying to you that he doesn't have to refer to Buhari. He could rightly refer to Emefiele.
Yeah, but the Emefiele...
And if he refers to Emefiele, he will be justified. Why will he be justified? Emefiele was his competitor as the primary.
Yeah, but President Buhari has come out to give his full support to Emefiele and what Emefiele has done with the redesign of the Naira.
As a matter of fact, that Emefiele contested the primary was wrong enough to have made him lose his job.
Wow.
But Buhari felt, look, it is not important to make him lose his job. So he didn't lose his job. I'm saying that Emefiele, standing in that position, who has eyed the position of presidency of Nigeria once, could not have taken any action that will ease the electoral process. I am challenging Nigerian government to see it in that direction. Emefiele cannot marshal actions, plans that will make elections free and fair if it comes within his purview. And we can see the way he's dealing with the Naira. That apart. I'm here to clarify in unmistaken terms that Asiwaju was not referring to the president, he was not referring to the government. He was referring to saboteurs who are hoarding money, hoarding fuel, trying to make sure those things are not available to ease electoral process. And that fact must be very, very, very clear.